Hello, good evening, good morning, whenever and wherever you are watching this. Welcome to another episode of Insights with Soularis, where I am your host. I am Jennifer, a tarot reader for over 10 years, and I have over a dozen healing modalities from sound therapy to Reiki mastery. But at the end of the day, I am simply a channel of spirit coming along and providing messages for those who find me. And if you're new or if you've been here before, we always do a collective reading at the beginning. And this is going to be the energy surrounding the rest of the week. So from this point forward to the following Wednesday for our next episode. And there are energies just to be aware of as you're going about the week, to kind of keep an eye out for certain things and tiptoe or make the best of any situations that you know that's coming forward. Now, the past couple of days, especially like the 13th and 14th, there may have been a lot of minor annoyances, obstacles coming towards you. It wouldn't be anything life shattering. Could be having an argument at work or just being frustrated of waiting too long in a line. But just these minor annoyances have been really pushing you to your limit, even though it's at the beginning of the year. And that's okay. It's going to clear up the next few days. So we're moving out of that energy to a little bit more energy. And it really feels like a lot of energy in the collective is about manifesting their dreams. So going forward and actually finding out what you want to do, not just for the rest of the year, but going on the next several years to make sure that you are on the path that you want to go forward and finding clarity. Right? Because the past few days may have been very confusing, a lot of information, a lot of misinformation, information not getting to you, especially. So as you're going through the next week and you're gaining clarification, you're gaining more information, it's gonna get easier. Not necessarily easier, but you're gonna have all of the things that you need in order to move forward. Also, you need to really watch over the next week not to burn yourself out. A lot of people are going to be asking you for things. They're going to want to jump all of their work on you and have you take up that burden, but make sure that you're keeping things as balanced as possible. Watch your spending this week. Don't go out and start blowing your money on things on Amazon, online shopping. Make sure that everything is a bit balanced this week. And as we're going into the end of the week, well, this will be Monday through Wednesday of next week. Settle into those emotions a little bit more. You're going to be feeling more patient, more empathetic, and you may even have some flirty connections coming forward. So that is just a nice little touch to the following week. And so that is the collective message. And we're going to go straight into Sarah in Canada. Hello, Sarah. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm doing very good. What type of questions do you have tonight?
I was just worried about my son.
Okay.
And I'm just curious if everything's going to go well for him.
Okay. So I'm seeing a little bit of conflict in the past position and that worry coming forward in the present situation. So, is this about a relationship that he's going through? Does it involve another individual with your son?
A few individuals, yeah.
Okay.
He had himself caught up with some wrong people and got himself into some trouble.
Yeah, so I do see that in the I see that in the past position, and I like seeing it. If it has to come up, it's good to come up in the past position. So in the middle, I obviously see your energy come in very strong as a nurturing mother energy that's trying to help create security. Okay, so you are doing well. It's not necessarily trying to be forceful, but being that place of security for a little bit, because there is conflict here. I see that unwise decision making and you trying to do the best as you can in that beautiful nurturing mother energy. But it really is a point where things have to be reviewed, because motives surrounding there's can be even up to 4 people here their motives are not within the best interest of your son. And I do see that part of the reason why he kind of fell in with a wrong crowd because he wasn't quite sure where to go next. He kind of a dreamer, but that but with this energy, I'm feeling that he has the resources, he can do what he wants to be successful. But it seems like because he didn't have necessarily a set goal, he just kind of got lost and got stuck in the shiny things. I do really like
Yeah.
that in the outer energies, I do see a very strong masculine energy coming in to help get things straight. What I can't see right now, if it's going to be a physical person, so maybe his father or grandfather or a man of significance in his life saying, hey, you need to get this together. Or is it going to start out as a more of an energetic frequency, like it could be his higher self just saying, like kind of giving that subconscious message to say we need to go on a different path and really having that that's the forceful energy that's coming in to kind of help move this along because yeah, definitely these energies are not well, not doing well at all. In the near future, and I'm do seeing this within the next couple of weeks, 5 weeks, it does seem like spiritual organizations, potentially like mentors, or if your family is involved in any type of religious practices, or just stepping into more traditional mindsets will be very beneficial to kind of help step away from this conflict energy and stepping more back into finding that foundation so he doesn't feel so scattered. And I do see a
Now,
relationship.
this
Yeah, go ahead.
this little bit of trouble he got himself into, he's in court right now because of it.
Okay. Let's
So
see what we have.
I'm worried about where that's gonna go.
Okay. How's court gonna go? Okay, so that makes sense with that man of significance. That's gonna be that legal sector here. So with that court date coming forward, especially if it's in with the next 5 weeks or within the fifth month, so the month of May, what is going to be important is that I'm not seeing outcome yet, so I'll pull more cards as we get to the outcome. But this masculine energy is really going to be placed in a forceful position to say, "Hey, you need to get everything together because we're not going to continue down on this path." But what I do like, it may not necessarily come out in the best way. It could involve community service, or possibly a few other things. But despite all of this, it does seem like it is a learning path. So it's not like he's never gonna get anything his life together. He does have a choice, and the choice is that this can be a new beginning for him in a roundabout way. So despite all of this, there is a bit of a silver lining. And I do see a relationship
Yeah.
coming forward amongst all of this. So there may be a girlfriend coming in, or just a really good counterpart energy coming in. It doesn't always have to be romantic. That able is helping him release these situations and these people and to actually move on, because I do see that release card coming out. This is going to be a bit slow, so you
Yeah.
have to be in that patient position because you can't force that legal process to move forward quickly. You have to wait. But I do see that release, and you can take that a little bit literally too as being released from those legal obligations. So I like that. Um, be very clear on making decisions objectively. If you start finding yourself, particularly starting to react emotionally, you need to step back because that is not going to work and it's not going to help anybody in this position. It's about finding that logical point, be like, okay, this happened. This is what we need to do to get the outcome that we desire, which is this release and going away from all these other situations. And then once we get over this roadblock, we can step back into that emotional side to see what work needs to be done in order that we don't fall back into these patterns as we don't attract the same people. So I really do see a strong counterpart. So I see him eventually stepping up into this King of Pentacles energy. So finding out how to be professional, how to be generous and responsible and practical. And as he is working through, he is going to find this beautiful relationship that is going to bring him that motivation to be a better person. It's not going to be fast. I mean, I'm talking like this is going to be a lifetime commitment for him to work towards this stability, but it's here for him. This is a possibility that he's on right now. He just has to make sure he sticks with that. He takes this new opportunity after the release to find a good job, make sure he sticks with the job, make sure he releases these people in these legal situations to support.
We are moving, so that's like out of the area, away from a lot of like his friends and stuff. So
yeah, it's definitely going to lead to more emotional growth. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of stress in between this move, and after moving, it's going to be a lot of change. Ultimately, though, it's bringing that ending that is very necessary, but it's not going to be a very good ending. And I do see there could be a lot of arguments on your side too, within the household. So again, step in more of that logical energy that you have. Be the Queen of Swords. And have compassion and understanding, because I'm not seeing like any reason like he's not a terrible person, so I'm not even going to go down that right. I see a lot of potential in your son. It's just he's a little bit lost, and it seems like what is happening now is his spirit guides. Okay, spirit, let's see, what are you saying? He's being placed on this path now to make the corrections to get to the end point that he wants. It's not going to be easy, but this is kind of like the last thing that he needs to do in order to make sure he does not fall off of the beaten path, because he was getting pretty not in great positions, but now he's stepping up forward. His wishes are going to come true, and he is going to have a strong path ahead. But he has to continue to make those choices for him. And as you in the mother position, you are stepping forward with all this incredible nurturing energy, the strong, independent, feminine energy as well. And that is really going to be helpful for him continuing on healing and making sure he does not go back and regress into old patterns. Yeah, again, I'm just saying it's going to be hard in the beginning. Things are not necessarily going to go as you want, but take a deep breath. Ultimately, he has all of the potential to create a beautiful life for himself and to create a family down the road.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope you have a great night.